Old Hollywood, 1951. Marilyn Monroe goes to a party in a fabulous dress and is immediately called out by a jealous shrew in an article, saying she looked like she was wearing a potato sack. Now, what else is Marilyn Monroe to do but go parade around in a potato sack dress? Cut to 2025 NFR. Like every year, people get outraged, okay, men and real country women get outraged over what some women are wearing to the NFR. Thus, they decide to make a trend on TikTok of them putting on random bits of basically tack and parading around in it. And that's where our story starts today. Cut to today, one of my friends sends me on the ye old TikTok this video of this creator named Colt Walker White, who, even though we all know he's doing the trend, looks absolutely camp. It was a camp idea. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought it was a camp idea. And we were talking about how it reminded us of Marilyn Monroe's potato sack dress. I think you know where this is going. I got an old dirty feed sack out from the barn and we're going to use it. Now, this feed sack in particular was rained on. For those who do not know, if a feed sack gets rained on, it is no good. And my dad, instead of throwing it away, decided to leave it on the front porch for 2 months. We never used this feed to feed any of our animals. I completely dumped it out about an hour ago. Why didn't my dad throw this away 2 months ago? I have no idea why, but it looks pretty bad. There are cobwebs in there. It also reeks. So me, being a film school dropout, decided to take Colt's little idea and make it a little more campy. But first, we're going to wash that feed sack, like, terribly. I cannot emphasize this enough. We did not use it to feed any of our horses, any of our cows, any of it. It was completely full when I dumped it out. But anyhow, let's get a move on. I'm taking you on this crazy psychedelic road trip with me. So come on, come on, come on. What up, all you girls, gays, and theys? It is your favorite Arkansas hillbilly here, Ruby Moonshine. And today, we are going to be doing a feed sack dress, I guess. Believe it or not, feed sack dresses were a thing back in the 20s, back during the Great Depression. Companies would actually sell feed sacks with patterns on them so women could make dresses out of them. Back when feed sacks were made out of fabric. So what do I decide to do tonight? I decide to literally do a whole entire photo shoot based off of a NFR meme. If you told my former film school self that instead of having a career in film, you have a career on YouTube, actually not even a career on YouTube, but you do YouTube videos, and one of your videos is literally taking a moldy feed sack and turning it into a dress for an NFR meme, I would most likely believe you. In fact, I probably think that's a little camp. It's a little slay. That's a little iconic. I like that. Okay, so here's where it gets less glamorous. I'm using white vinegar, baking soda, and apple cider vinegar to try to clean it. This is going to be fun. And scalding hot water, but okay. So of course, first comes the white vinegar, apple cider vinegar. I feel like a witch right away. I am a witch. Keep forgetting that. I mean, I'm pagan, so I mean, like, I technically am a witch, but you know, I feel like one of those fictional witches. Hubble bubble, toil and trouble, as a Newton as a bubble. Okay, time to play a fun little game called Ruby Freaks Herself Out. It's a fun game where I, Ruby, go down to the old barn dominium my parents are fixing up to get the saddle that my grandfather got me when I was like 8 so that I could use it for this photo shoot. Of course, it is just down the road, so like it should not be a hassle at all, but it is the dead of night. It's in the middle of a scary cow pasture. Yeah, I say scary cow pasture, more like the middle of the woods, in these really creepy woods. And I plan on moving out there as soon as it's built, so wish me luck. There's no electricity. I'm using a flashlight. Okay, so we're here. And it's all the way in the back storage area. I'm going to be leaving the door open so I can just run. God, it's going to be cold in here. Is it locked? Okay, the key is frozen in the lock. Great, that is great. I got it unlocked. I got it unlocked. Okay, there's a little bird. I thought that was a little bat. Oh, baby, have you made your nest in here, baby? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you can live here for the rest of the winter till it's built. I don't mind. Where are the saddles? Yay, I found the saddles. It needs some saddle soap, but this is my new one, and under it is my old one, and the old one is what we're going to be using. I don't know if it's my paranoia, but I just got the saddle in, and I could have sworn I heard something. I could have sworn I saw something. I am so effing paranoid when it comes to the dark. Especially in the middle of the woods at night, like if I'm not in a house, I don't feel safe. But yeah. Okay, I got 2 chairs and a handful of zip ties. We're going to make this work. So we're in my film room right now, and instead of a green screen, I'm going to be using the pink screen because reasons involving there's green in the feed sack, but I'm going to quickly zip tie these chairs together for support. Okay, let's see if that works. It works! Skull to the All-Father, it works. But let's see if this will actually support my weight and not... Oh! We will work on that. I think that'll support it. Fingers crossed. Time for the moment of truth. This is how I die. Oh. Okay. It didn't break the chairs. So, since the whole feed sack thing and potato sack, whatever sack it was, because Marilyn Monroe was the first icon to pull this look off, I'm going to pay a tribute to her and do my entire makeup inspired by Marilyn Monroe. So I'm pulled out TikTok to learn how to do Marilyn Monroe's makeup, and I'm pulling from these 2 videos. And I will leave a link to both videos in the description. I am going to try my best to recreate this using products that I already have, and I stole some of my mom's products, including her Estee Lauder products, because I thought they would work. Don't look at me like that. I'm going to give them right back to her, so don't panic. Also, I got incredibly tired right before filming this, so I have coffee. First off, moisture surge, 3-finger method, and just, I love the way it smells. It smells like sunscreen, and I love that sunscreeny smell. You know what? Skip the makeup tutorial. We're just going to have a talking sesh because you need it. If you want the makeup tutorial, I will leave both makeup tutorials I'm following in the description. So yeah, you can go follow those tutorials. I always go in with a blurring primer and a sticky primer or a tacky primer. So I'm using e.l.f. Cosmetics' putty primer and face glue from NYX. Honestly, I'm a little tired of the putty primer, but I'm going to use it until I run it out of it. So yeah, because we don't waste a drop of makeup in this household. Another sip of coffee. I'm trying to be healthier. I've cut energy drinks completely out of my diet, but I haven't cut coffee out. I've kind of replaced the two, but it's okay. I know I look crazy at the moment, but wait a good second and this all will be blended. You got to put on concealer before anything else. It's going to look a crazy mess, but there is a method to my madness. Using my MAC concealer, I'm just going to go in and just... MAC makes your face very photogenic. I have learned it is probably next to Bobbi Brown. Lots of people in the film industry do use Bobbi Brown, like, a lot, but MAC, she works. She works. And I always use not only just foundation, but a nice powder to set it, to set the foundation. And despite you should be doing your eyeshadow first, I'm not going to be doing that because they didn't do that in the tutorial and we are on crunch time. If you hear noise in the background, that is my rabbit Onyx. She is chewing on her chew toy at the moment. But I'm going to go in with a dark... Okay, this is bronzer, but it said in the tutorial to go in with a dark berry blush. But we are going to go in with bronzer for blush because that's what I have in store. And I think it'll work. I hope it'll work. Now taking the lightest concealer I own, I'm just going to be carving out the shape on my eye real quick. I actually think this is going good. I'm going to add just a touch of highlighter to my eye. Just a pinch to make them sparkle. Time for eyeliner, and I have never been more scared. They said go in with an eyeliner pencil, so I'm hoping it works. Bro, I just used a brush to apply that. Like, I used a little bit of the liner, added the brush, and that looks slay. I found what I think is black Starry Night Frost eyeshadow. Oh my gosh, this is expired. I remember I got that like when I was in high school, I think. Oh my gosh, I thought I cleaned my makeup. I've cleaned my makeup drawer since then. Oh my god, how did you survive? Where were you hiding? I guess I just saw MAC and just put it in the keep drawer. And here I am putting expired eyeshadow on. I feel like I can feel y'all through the screen cringing at me. Going in with my under eye, I'm using Clinique eyeshadow Clinique eyeliner because this stuff is waterproof and I love this stuff. We can fix this, hopefully. It's time for eyebrow. Using my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow. I'm just going to... because my family is notorious for thin eyebrows. Yay! Human genetics. Ew. I do my little pinchy pinch. Do my little pinchy pinch. And then I do my little pinchy pinch on the other side. And then I go in with some concealer. One's looking a little more thin than the other, but that's okay. We gotta keep a move on. Keep a move on. Now I'm going in with my MAC liquid lipstick in the shade Literal Fashion Legend. Doesn't have the word literal, or does it? Well, what is this shade? Yeah, just Fashion Legend, but I'm going to go in with some more highlighter on the tippy top of my nose. And the bridge. I don't know anymore. Going in with a nice half lash. I'm using these that I just got online. Now I'm going in with some nice lip gloss because I want my lips to shine. Unlike my personality. I forgot this also doubles as plumper. I think. Oh, so there's a tingling on my lips. Now, I am going to go put the outfit together. You're coming too. Don't look at me like that. You're coming too. This has got to be the stupidest thing I have ever done. Here's the feed sack, by the way. I'm also going to be adding a pair of leggings, thermal leggings, and a jumpsuit because why not? I don't want to be naked. I don't want that thing to touch my skin. I don't want to be naked underneath. I have a little bit of class. It's not much, but it is a little. Okay, I just looked in the mirror and I kind of like it. It kind of eats. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I like it. It was a choice, but here's the whole look. It's a choice. It was a decision. Time for me to go to the cameras. So bye. Okay, hold up. Let me adjust my camera stand just a smidge. Okay, I'm using a feed light. I'm using a chick light as lighting. I want y'all to know that. But I think my videos came out cute. I reek. The sack reeks. Oh my gosh. This is the... And I gotta clean all this up tomorrow. I gotta clean up half of it tonight. Okay, time for the fun part, editing. I love this part. So basically, I use CapCut to edit. You can use whatever program suits your fancy. I just prefer CapCut. I've even gotten good results on stuff that I've used on my phone. So yeah, it really doesn't matter what program you use. I prefer if you use a computer program to edit out any backgrounds, but that's just my preference. But anyhow, just sit back, relax, and watch me edit. So I'm just going to be playing around with the filters. I've already removed the background for this image or for this video, and I'm just playing around with filters, sliding gears around. I really just like to play with these things. I love aesthetically pleasing images, especially I take a lot of inspiration from old Hollywood. So I really wanted to give it that old Hollywood feel, and I wanted to add some glitter or some sparkles over it, but I decided that looked a little tacky, so I removed them because I didn't like them. And I decided to go with some more touching up of the video and just played around with it mostly. Okay, so it's been 2 days since I had the photo shoot. I have been busy up the walls. It's the holiday time, you know. But here's my gift to you guys, the final video. You can watch both videos. I have posted them on TikTok with the sound that I chosen for them. But anyhow, I hope you guys have a happy holiday season. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you can tolerate my personality. And as always, I love you guys.